Hey guys, I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about is the DCU safe? But before we get started guys, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Alright, so it is official. Netflix has just bought Warner Brothers. Now I know a lot of y'all really didn't want Netflix to really get Warner Brothers, but it did. Me personally, I kind of wanted Universal, but you know, it's it really is how it is, I know, but I really just want Universal. I thought it could really help its theme parks and all that. I think it could have really helped WB itself and DC Comics and DC stuff related. Um, so me personally, I really wanted Universal to buy Warner Brothers, but it didn't. So Netflix bid, I believe, around 80 mil to acquire Warner Brothers, and I think they were paying with cash. And I think Netflix. I mean, yeah, I think they were paying with cash, and I think WB was like, oh, they were really looking at Netflix after they were trying to pay with cash, and again, they paid around somewhere around $80.2 billion. So it was a lot. It was a lot of money, and WB was like, okay, now Netflix has WB. Now Netflix does not really officially have WB. They don't have everything of WB. They don't really have all of that. So they really got, I guess, sign some contracts, sign some paperwork to really officially acquire Warner Brothers. Um, but again, Paramount or Universal can still get WB. They can, I don't know, pay more, 90 billion in cash. So they can. There's still a good chance that Universal and Paramount can still buy Warner Brothers. I doubt. Now the IP, I believe for DC will either go to Universal or Paramount if they decide to. Um, I really hope Universal again that way can help their theme parks and all that. But again, I know a lot of people are worried about the whole Netflix thing. I know a lot of people are thinking, "Oh man, the movie industry is dead. It's going to be gone." Now, I'm not going to be that dramatic. I believe that there's still a good chance that Netflix will make some pretty good changes. Like maybe they will do, theatrical runtime to maybe three weeks to maybe around 4, 5, 6 weeks. Um, but I don't know what they're gonna do. Let's just hope that they make some really good changes to Warner Brothers and to Netflix itself. And so I don't know what they'll do. There's a lot of big things. There's a lot of they need to know that they have DC, they have Warner Brothers, a big company, $1 billion company, and now Netflix is now, I believe, the biggest streaming service in the world, or in the United States at least. I believe it is, especially with Stranger Things coming out, um, and all this other stuff coming out. Netflix is big. It's big, and especially now since they acquired WB, it's even bigger. So Netflix, they're going to make some changes. Now, guys, I wouldn't be as worried about the theatrical release because they have confirmed this. The co-CEO of Netflix has confirmed that they will still release WB movies out in the movie theater, but the runtime just gonna be maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks. Again, I don't know how long they'll decide to, but hopefully they'll make a change and try to do it longer. Um, but again, I know a lot of y'all worried. Hopefully, maybe I really want Universal to get it. Hopefully, maybe it can happen. But again, I believe I heard that Universal's out. They're not going to do it anymore. They're not going to acquire WB. They're out the bid. So I guess Netflix officially has it. Again, Paramount could pull up a sleeve and could pull up something and just, I don't know, put $90 billion in, or whatever they'll do. Because I believe Netflix bidded in cash 80 bill, and maybe Paramount could do even more with cash. So again, guys, WB, I don't know what will happen. Again, we just have to wait because Netflix does not officially have WB. Netflix does not officially acquire WB. So again, I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna see what happens. Anything can happen, guys. But I would. I'm not. All I really care about is the movies coming out and them being good. And I think Netflix doesn't really care about the box office. I don't think they really care about it being like it hitting, not doing good. Like maybe the budget was what? Let's say it only made 400. Like Netflix really wouldn't have any expectation for it to be like, oh, it didn't hit 500 like we anticipated or expected it to be. So we're disappointed in this movie. Netflix really only, I believe, really only cared about the movie being good. And if it's not good, then it's not good. Like I believe they canceled a couple of Zack Snyder movies. Now, I'm not trying to just throw Zack Snyder out there, just be what a gun fan, which a lot of y'all call people nowadays. But I'm not trying to be that. But Netflix, yes, he Zack Snyder, yes, his like I believe like 4 or 5 of his movies had been canceled because they weren't good. I believe a couple of them were like Rebel Moon. I believe Army of the Dead. I don't know what it was. But yeah, it was a couple of movies that Zack Snyder movies have been canceled. But yeah, so yeah, again, Netflix has officially acquired WB. I know a lot of y'all are just mad. I know a lot of y'all are just like, man, this is bad. This is bad news. But me personally, I am going to wait and see what Netflix comes out and says. So far, it sounds like they're gonna honor WB and put movies in the theatrical run. It's just that it's not gonna be as long as it used to be, and a lot of the stuff will be on streaming. Now, I don't know what will happen to HBO Max. I don't know if they'll keep. I don't know if they'll keep it. Maybe they'll put a lot of Netflix projects in HBO Max because Netflix officially has and owns HBO Max. So I don't know. I hope they keep HBO Max because I like HBO Max. Like I have it, I like it. It doesn't have really any commercials and all that, so I just watch it. And also HBO Max has a lot of good stuff. But I like Netflix too. I really do. But I don't know. So that confirms that DC projects are gonna appear in Netflix. Like you're gonna see Superman, Man of Steel, Zack Snyder, whatever on Netflix. So yes, this is big. This is big, and this is true, guys. So I don't know. I really don't know what to think about this. I really just want to say, be patient and wait this out because Netflix does not officially have Warner Brothers. They got to sign some contracts and do all that stuff, sign some paperwork to officially really have WB, really own WB. So I don't know. Um, but moving on, let's talk about James Gunn and Peter Safran's future at DC Studios. Now, there's a lot of, I will spoil it, I would say there's a lot of good news. I really haven't heard anything bad lately. So James Gunn and Peter Safran has came out and said that they are staying as the co-CEO of DC and that their contract has been extended to spring 2027. Now originally it was supposed to be around 2026, but now it has it is now at where it's like a spring 2027 where it's like it was pushed up by a couple of months. That's really good because I knew that they were going to do it, especially how well Superman did, how well the show's been doing. Even though I guess Peacemaker didn't really do as good as it should have because it kind of went down on numbers, but it still did good to where it's like people liked the show. Um, but that's good to hear that James Gunn and Peter Safran are going to stay the co-CEO of DC Studios, and that they have came out and said that they will know, like, they will continue their plans, like Gods and Monsters. They will continue their plans because Dave Zaslin. I'm sorry if I said the name wrong. It's kind of hard to say, but let's just say David is staying as I believe the co-CEO of Warner Brothers. He will still stay. He'll stay. So I think he was responsible for the whole contract being extended to spring 2027. I think was responsible for that. And again, that's good. I think it will continue. I think it will continue being like that. Maybe he'll push their contract up to 2028, 2029. So again, guys, I don't really know. I am really excited that I'm really happy that James Gunn and Peter Safran are staying, and I'm glad that they came out and said that they will continue the plan of the DCU and bringing out more projects and bringing out more stuff involving the DCU, and that Netflix will not stop them or really any company who buys Warner Brothers will not stop their plan. So, also, Netflix has came out and said that they will honor the contract of the will honor WB's contract, and one of those contracts is James Gunn and Peter Safran. So that's really good to hear, guys. That shows that the DCU will continue, and that they will still. And James Gunn came out and said that the theatrical releases will be very, very important for the DCU, and that it that the whole Netflix thing fits well with them. It works with them. So that's again really good to hear. That shows that DCU so far is safe. Not, so I'm not really hearing any bad news. I will now there will definitely be probably some bad news coming soon. There always is. But for now, it sounds like the DCU is safe because James Gunn and Peter Safran are still staying the co-CEO of DC Studios. And David Zat again, I guess David, the CEO of WB, will stay the CEO of WB. So this is again, guys, this is really good to hear. This shows that this shows that the DCU will continue on. So far, I'm liking it. So far, I think that you know we have a chance we have a chance of bringing back the DC brand. So again, I don't know. Again, guys, there's a Netflix to do anything. And again, they really don't have they don't officially own WB. But again, once they do, they could do anything. They could fire James Gunn. They could do anything really they want with DC Studios. But so far, it sounds like that the co-CEO of Netflix will let James Gunn stay the co-CEO of DC Studios. So this is really good to hear. This really shows that um, that people actually cared about the DCU, and that the companies actually really probably thought that James Gunn did well. So again, guys, this is really good to hear. This shows again the DCU is not dead, and it will continue. But moving on for that, I may have some still a little bit more updates. But moving on for that from that, there has been a couple of people who believe that the Snyderverse will come back. Says because I believe there was a whole movement about the Snyderverse release the Snyderverse to Netflix, and now since Netflix has officially owns WB, people, the Snyder fans, I believe people call them, um, they officially believe that the Snyderverse will automatically come back since Zack Snyder is a good friend of the CEO of Netflix and all of that, and he has made movies with Netflix. But again, Netflix has canceled like four of his projects. So, and if Netflix canceled about four of his projects, why would they be like, you know what? I think he's good for. I think we should bring back the Snyderverse. It did really well with WB, even though I didn't think that BVS. I think BVS kind of underperformed because it should have made $1 billion. It didn't because I mean it's your first time having a Batman and a Superman movie. It's your first time having a Batman and Superman movie. Batman and Superman being in the same movie. It should have hit $1 billion. It should have, but it didn't. It got beat by Aquaman. So, and Aquaman was the only movie who hit $1 billion. So, guys, I mean, I don't believe the Snyderverse will return because again, Netflix canceled about four of their projects. So I don't believe the Snyderverse will return. Maybe animated form. I don't know what they'll do. I just don't believe. Like this again, what I just got through saying that James Gunn and Peter Safran are here to stay. They're staying the co-CEO of DCU, and DC Studios. Why will they all of a sudden just say, "Let's bring back the Snyderverse"? Like Netflix did not buy Warner Brothers just to automatically just bring back the Snyderverse. Now, Cosmic Book News, I'm not trying to call them out here, but out here, but um, he was like coming out saying that the Saudis was going to buy Warner Brothers and they will automatically bring back the Snyderverse. Now, obviously, that was wrong because the Saudis, do not believe. Again, there could still be a chance, but they did not acquire WB, and the Snyderverse is not coming back. I am not a hater of the Snyderverse. I am just trying to speak out what I've heard and what is going on. And so far, no, the Snyderverse is. It doesn't look like it will return. It doesn't look like Justice League 2, Justice League 3, how many you ever want, is not going to happen. Maybe in the future in the Elseworld project, but for now, I do not believe so. I don't believe that, again, Netflix just used, like, literally spend $80 billion just to bring back the Snyderverse. So, again, guys, I don't believe the Snyderverse will return. You can believe it. I don't really care. But me personally, I don't believe the Snyderverse will return. I believe the Snyderverse is just it's not dead, I want to say, but it's just not. It's kind of gone. I would say it's kind of to the point where people are just now focused on James Gunn's universe. But guys, I mean, Snyderverse. I don't know. James Gunn, Peter Safran staying as DC. Good, great. I'm excited for the future of the DCU. I'm excited for Supergirl. The trailer just got shown to the press, and I'm hearing that it's going to release on Thursday, the same day that Avengers Doomsday trailer will come out, which I don't really know about that. Again, the whole Avengers Doomsday trailer releasing on Thursday is a rumor. Supergirl, I believe, is official. But Supergirl coming out on Thursday, can't wait. Will definitely give my review on the trailer and maybe my reaction. I'm very excited for Supergirl. I saw the suit. I even did a post on it. You should definitely check that out. I just did a post talking about the suit and what I thought about the suit. But yeah, guys, that's really kind of the end of the video. Um, Netflix officially bought Warner Brothers. That's the end of it. There's a lot of things that could happen. They can make some big changes. They can make some little changes. I kind of hope they make some big changes surrounding, like, how about, well, changes that involve Netflix, not really Warner Brothers. Changes to where they push their theatrical runtime to like 6 weeks, 5 weeks. But I don't know what Netflix will do. Again, guys, all I'll say is be patient. But so far, yes, DC is safe because it's confirmed that James Gunn and Peter Safran and David, the co-CEO of Warner Brothers, will stay. Will stay. Will stay. They will stay basically, and the DCU will continue on with Man of Tomorrow, and who knows what can happen next. All we can just wait is the future, and we can hopefully the future is bright, and hopefully that the DCU will continue on. But guys, that is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please comment down. What do you think about this whole Netflix thing? Do you think that it was a bad idea? Do you think that the DCU will fail? Do you think that the DCU will just not happen entirely? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, thank you for the 52 subscribers, guys. I really do appreciate it, guys. I would like to get to 60 by the end of winter break. And guys, I will see you on the next video. Peace.